It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby, let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be joined here by my brother Tim in just a minute. He's getting a couple things done, and he'll be right on screen. But today, it's the same thing as yesterday. We get 4 games for some playoff baseball. Some playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
And yeah, so we'll quickly recap what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong. Not a lot went wrong. I started off with a loss though. Houston -1. They lose 3-1. I predicted that I should have just taken the under in that game. I predicted it to be 3-1, but I predicted 3-1 Astros, not 3-1 Tigers. So that was kind of interesting there. Double up on the unders in Baltimore KC. Loved that. 0-0 at the end of 5, 1-0 at the end of the game. First 5 under 3.5, full game under 7, cruised under there. And just as easy of an under as it was there, the over in the Mets game cashed in the 5th inning. The Mets team total over 3.5 -105, winner. The Mets full game over 7.5, winner there. The Mets win game 1 8-4. Things you absolutely love to see as we get Sean Manaea on the mound today against Frankie Soft Toss Montas. So that should be a fun matchup to see there. And then close out the night. It felt like everybody was on this play, but it came through. The San Diego Padres might be the most talented team in this field in the playoffs. First 5 -0.5 was a winner. Full game -1 was a winner. Nice little double up. All my double ups won. If I doubled up on a game, they both won. If I didn't, it lost. So kind of interesting there. So I have moved on 3 games, and I've moved on a future as well, which we will discuss coming up in a minute here. I've moved on a few things, but overall yesterday up 4.95 units, 6-1 on the day to start postseason baseball. Love to get things off to a good start. So. Very, very nice day there. Tim, welcome.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day yesterday. And Nick, I remember it was after what was the week 2 of the NFL season? I hit my low point on CapperTek. I was down 52 units.
You wanted to quit CapperTek.
I almost quit CapperTek. Just to kind of move away from it. And then I'm profitable now on CapperTek. Now, granted, I've kind of switched it up. I'm not doing 1 unit per play. Some games I like more, so I'll do a little bit more on them. But I will say, yesterday was a 7-2 day. It started off very nicely because I know you were on the Astros, but I was on the Tigers. Plus 139. I know people probably could have grabbed like plus 120 or something at game time, so I got a really good number on that one. Winner there. Baltimore gets shut out. Not fun there. I'm probably going to end up losing my future on Orioles World Series today. It is what it is. I mean, I hope to lose another future today too, but that's not the point. The Mets game, I absolutely nailed. I took the over, and then later in the day, I saw absolutely nobody on the Mets. I saw way too many people on the Brewers, and we knew this was going to happen, Nick. The Brewer-Padre parlay was never going to hit. Never.
No.
Like that, and I will say, we were on the right side. It was never going to hit because everybody was on it. and I saw that. Mets money line plus 131, nice winner. I'll go to that game last. How about the WNBA yesterday, Nick? I had the Aces plus the 4.5. They lose 88-84, so they cover by the hook.
Woo!
And on the opposite side, we had the Minnesota Lynx minus the 4.5, 77-70 final. Covered the spread there. So on the site yesterday was 5-0. I will say that one. And now the last game. I will say I was dumb and I added the over in the Padre game.
It wasn't a dumb ad with AJ Smith-Shawver on the mound, though.
Yeah, actually, I thought it was Max Fried earlier in the morning, but
which he's going to be pitching today. Which I don't know why we ever thought that, because Max Fried literally pitched on the 27th, and he went a complete game or eight and whatever innings.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He had that phenomenal start that I don't know why he was even thought to be listed at all.
But as I was saying, I had the over in that game, which was a loser. And I convinced Nick into this one. Not the first one. Padres run line plus 156. Nice winner there. I put 2 units on that one. And then how about a little bit of Padres minus 2.5 at plus 210. It was 200 on the site, 210 on CapperTek. Very, very nice winner there. So I ended up going 7-2 yesterday there. We went 5-0 on the site, 8-0 our last 2 days. Ready to keep on rolling with some more baseball.
Yeah.
Season baseball.
Gotta love this time of year.
I will say, I feel like after today, there'll be one series left to go. One game tomorrow.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that as the first game we'll talk about today.
No, it's the second game, but anyways. Happy Sean Manaea Day. All right. So 446 is finally back on the Mets. Manaea has won 8 out of his last 9 starts. So happy Sean Manaea Day. I'm guessing
you can't even spell his name right. Happy Sean Manaea Day.
Oh, Nick, be careful. Be careful. He's a Yankee fan. He's not the smartest.
Fair.
He's a little bit slow sometimes. So just give him a minute. Eventually, he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Tigers, Padres, and the over in the Mets game, 3-0 on the day. Hell yeah. Also, Tigers win first game, then Astros win series, looking good. Although, since they've gone to 3 wild cards, it's – wait, no.
In 2022 is when they went to the wild card series. The team that has won game 1 has gone on to win the series every single time, and I believe all but one of those ended in a sweep.
Yep. And the only one that didn't end in a sweep was the Mets Padres in 2022.
Yep.
I went 1-3 yesterday. Ouch. Yeah, that's what happens when none of the home teams are winning. Get your brooms out, people. We'll see. How sweet will it be to have the filthy, cheating Astros gone in the wild card series? I mean, I have the Tigers today. It just mean if the Yankees make the World Series, it'll be very fluky. They'll knock out all the big teams. But anyways, I saw one of those comments.
I don't think it's today though. We'll get into it.
Happy Mets victory. Went 0-4 yesterday. Good start to the postseason. I don't think that's a good start if it's 0-4. The Alcatraz Sinner match was incredible. Great futures cash with him. And even better, a match to watch. Tennis. Have fun. Yes. Tigers have the best pitching in baseball. I said it for months. It's on display today. Good job. They have a really good pitching staff. I still don't think it's the best in baseball. Did you watch that match? It was at 4 a.m. No, I did not. Tigers won the game off 3 singles in the second. Pretty much. Astros are going to kill the Tigers.
Agreed. We'll get into that, though.
Can't deny these Tigers anymore. Nope. I think there was only 1 home run yesterday. Yeah, and somebody had a parlay of first home run, no home run for all 4
No,
games.
there was 2. There was 2. It was
Higashioka late in the game.
Tatis and Higashioka.
Yeah. Watched the replay early this morning. There you go. How pathetic are the O's? The Yanks are gonna have an easy path. But I bet you if it was the Mets that had the path that the Yankees had, and you called the Yankees easy, you would have called it fluky for the Mets. But whatever. Orioles are such frauds. I don't know how anyone can trust the lineup in the postseason, let alone bet on them.
I was tempted on taking Baltimore today. I'm not sure though. That's a game I haven't moved on yet.
Well, I guess I'll be the idiot then. Nice. I find tennis tournaments are easy to cap when they are in China. Take Russian and Chinese players to upset Americans. Nick, only 50 hours till the first NHL regular season game. Go Sabres.
Yeah. I'll have to cap
anyone but the Yankees win the World Series, please. I agree. Nobody wants to see the Yankees win the World Series. Recently, one loss. Which one loss did Mania have recently? It was against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Astros to win series.
Yep.
You don't know who. Dude, I don't pay attention to tennis, so no.
No, we don't pay attention to tennis.
I know it's tennis because the way that I remember hearing the name Sinner before. But Tigers snuck away with a win yesterday, and luckily I was on the right side. But today I don't see how you bet against the Astros again. Watch me. 446 is laughing. Did you guys see Bovada had all 4 games with an over-under run line at 2.5?
No.
Well, you can get alternative lines like crazy with them. So I'm taking the O's today. I didn't first game. I'm leading them today. I'm probably going one. I think I'm going one last. Yeah, I'm going to go one last ride with the Orioles today. I'm going to ride out the rest of their season. All right, Nick. I've got about 35-ish minutes to talk.
Yeah, let's get into it. The Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. The Astros are minus 175 favorites. Total is 7.5 in this game. Here's the beautiful thing, Tim. I have cash flow and I have line history for today. I didn't have cash flow yesterday. Line opened up. Houston minus 161. It's now 172. So we do have a move towards these Astros. Line opened up 7.5 down to a 7. Taking a look at the cash flow here. Let me get off of college football because I started copying college football. There we go. We have 16% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Detroit Tigers today. Sharp money all over the Detroit Tigers, and the books went and spit on it, and they moved the line towards the Astros. We have 39% of tickets and 53% of the cash on the under. The line has moved towards the under here as well. We have Hunter Brown taking on Tyler Holton. Holton's going to be a bullpen piece and a bullpen game. When A.J. Hinch was asked what the pitching situation is for the Detroit Tigers this postseason, he said it's Tariq Skubal, and after that is pitching chaos. So that opens up a lot of opportunities here for the Detroit Tigers to go a bunch of different directions. Can they go Tyler Holton with maybe some Maurice Olson? Yeah. Could they throw Bo Brisky for an inning or two? Yeah. He only threw a couple pitches yesterday. Could they go Tyler Holton and then Jackson Jobe today?
They could.
That could be really interesting as well. And there's a lot of different ways they can go. On the flip side, it is going to be Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown had a terrible start to the year, but then turned it around completely. 8 of his last 9 games, he allowed 2 earned runs or fewer. The only one he had a bad start was a 5-4 loss on September 11th against the Oakland Athletics. Other than that, he had been one of the more dominant pitchers of the second half of baseball. And with their backs up against the wall, I'm going to trust the Houston Astros brass to show up here and win this baseball game. I got the Houston Astros at -1 at minus 125. I took the Houston Astros to win the series at plus 155. At the very worst, if this is a game where the Astros win, but they shred through their entire bullpen and they have to go through everything in order to win, which puts them at a massive disadvantage tomorrow, I can always turn around and grab the Tigers tomorrow at plus money. Is the way my thought process is with that. Is I see the Astros win this game, and then tomorrow is a big question mark. Because I also saw reports, and we have to see how this game goes as well. If this is a close competitive game for the Astros, we could see Kikuchi out of the pen. and not tomorrow starting. I want to see Kikuchi pitching tomorrow, but they need to get through Hunter Brown first. They need Hunter Brown to show up and pitch well here. I think he does. I'm on the Astros -1, -125, and I'm on the Astros to win the series at +155 for this spot. I don't think I'm doubling down on this game. As for the total, I would only look towards the under. I think that Hunter Brown comes out here and shoves, and and here's my main concern is who's coming out of the Tigers bullpen today. And if they throw a few lefties, I think that plays more towards the Astros. The Astros need to get out early on Holton because they smash lefties. They're not as good against righties. The Houston Astros, 146 WRC plus the last 30 days, which is number 2 in baseball against left-handed pitching. So for me, I'm on the Astros -1 at -125, and I'm on the Astros to win the series at +155 here.
Okay. I think the series is over today. I took the Tigers. I got them at +152. And the way I think about it, I'll be on them today. And if there's a game 3, I'll be on them tomorrow. I think they win the series. And the way I see it, I had +139 yesterday. So I'll be up on, even if they lose today, I'm still up on the Tigers series. This is how I'm going to kind of view the playoffs. If they win today, if I think a team's going to win the series, I'm most likely betting them every single game of that series. Kind of deal. And I feel like at the end of the series, I'm going to be profitable. So I'm going to be on the Tigers here. I got them at +152. And if they lose today, I'll be right back on them tomorrow. That's kind of my view on it. So Tigers money line to start off the day at 2:30.
Yeah, I do feel stupid. I bet the Astros yesterday because I literally said during the show that if the Tigers were going to win a game in this series, it was game 1 with Skubal on the mound, and then the Astros would have pitching advantages in game 2 and game 3, which is why I eventually moved on the series as well. So there's that too.
Mel's making fun of me. This is the time to bet the Sabres. October.
Yeah, when they get off to a decent start, then struggle in November and December.
You suck. Astros -2.5. Tigers money line. Pull out the brooms. Astros money line -130 on Hard Rock. They have a boost. I don't have Hard Rock.
I do not either.
Just take the Astros to win the series at +145.
I agree with that.
I'm on Detroit. They are on a mission, and I'm not stepping in their way. My gut says bet them yesterday, but my brain ran the numbers, and that did nothing. Heard. This was always the plan for the series. Let Skubal win game 1, and then bet the Astros to win the series at big plus money.
Yes.
Tigers are going to beat. Tigers are going to be the team to beat in the AL. That's a bold take.
Here's the thing. I think if the Tigers get past the Astros, they can make the World Series. I think the Astros are the toughest matchup for them in the playoffs.
I think they can beat Cleveland.
I think they can beat Cleveland because they've seen them plenty of times this year, and I'm not scared of the Yankees or the Royals or the Orioles.
Tigers could definitely get in there. Astros first 5. Hunter Brown deals today. Tigers come back down to reality. The thing is, Hunter Brown can go 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, and still get the loss.
I mean, look what Corbin Burns did yesterday.
Yeah. Tigers on the golf course by the weekend. I don't think so. Not many people bring up AJ Hinch, former manager.
Well, I've heard plenty of people call it the Hinch Bowl.
Beat them.
I've seen plenty of people mention that.
Plenty of people, yeah. Tigers first to score -122. Yeah, they're in the because they have to bat first. Astros haven't been in this position in forever. With no Dusty Baker, I expect them to lose. Altuve might do some damage, but Alvarez
looked fine yesterday. He had an extra base hit. He looked decent. I think he can do some damage today.
Okay, we're gonna move on from cheating stuff because that is pathetic that you're still bringing up that 7 years later. You're like you know what, Nick? I have a prediction. Can I have a prediction? 446 is a woman.
It's a woman.
But the way that 446 constantly brings up stuff from the past, 446 has to be a woman. I think this game is going to go over. Tigers not letting off the gas. $100 free bonus bet. That's why I got Hard Rock. I don't think we
It's
can get
not
it here.
available in North Carolina is our thing. I would have signed up for it if it was available.
Yeah.
Hard Rock's not available for us.
I'm looking at that now real quick. I'll look it up later. Public all over the Tigers. I love this. Tigers never beating the Yankees. Yeah, the Yankees have to make it there first. Tigers, 446. They never make it past the. They will never make it past the Yankees. 63% of the money online on BetOnline is the Astros. So we can see the under in the Tigers game.
Yeah, I would lean under. I would only look under there.
Actually, Sabres are a good bet. October, November, December. Tim
Okay,
being mean and giving. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mets, Garbino, 2 World Series and 11 appearances in playoffs. Horrible. Okay.
That was almost English.
You know what, Nick? They're a Yankee fan. Let them have a chance to try to fix all that. Once a cheat, has to be reminded, always a cheat. Yes, I have size 46 DDD. Okay, public is all over Astros. I don't think they are. Damn, that sucks. Hard Rock isn't available for you guys. The books are welcoming all the Tiger money with open arms. Sharps on Tigers. Couldn't agree more. What up, brothers? From another mother. The same mother. Good luck today, my guys in chat. And 446 being 446. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. This was a beautiful game yesterday for underbettors like me, where it was never in doubt and it was just coasting. This line opened up at a 138, immediately went to 142, and then up to a 152, and it got all the way up to a 167 at one point, now 144. So we've had about a 6-cent line movement here towards the Orioles. We've had some buyback on the Royals. Line opened up 7.5 minus 110, 7.5 at even money now. So we have a move towards the under here as well. We have 57% of the tickets and 57% of the cash is on the over. The line's moving slightly towards the under. We have 83% of the tickets and 69% of the cash. Nice is on the Orioles, and the line's moving towards the Orioles in this one here slightly. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here between the pitching matchup between Zach Eflin and Seth Lugo. Lugo 2.08 ERA, 0.92 WHIP, 9.09 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 1.3 walks per 9, a 275 BABIP, a 2.33 FIP, and a 3.27 SIERA. On the flip side, Zach Eflin, I kind of want to see how much he's pitched the last 30 days because I'm trying to see the sample size I have on him to work with because where are you? Eflin. He has pitched. Okay, he pitched plenty of times in September. 3 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 6.6 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 2.7 walks per 9, 256 BABIP, a 4.77 FIP, and a 4.55 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the Royals, but the hitting edge goes towards these Orioles in this one here. And the ultimate question mark for me is, can Zach Eflin pitch well in this game? And with the way that the Royals are hitting right-handed pitching, 75 WRC plus, which is 28th in baseball the last 30 days, leads me to believe that the Royals are not a team that would be able to take advantage of the negative regression projected for Eflin. If I can words here. And then on the flip side, Seth Lugo, I expect to pitch well, even with the Orioles hitting 110 WRC plus, which is 8th the last 30 days. I think this is another under spot. And I know we just saw a 1-0 game yesterday, but the way the market is moving in this game, and granted, the over is not public in this game. It's 57% of the tickets and 57% of the cash. But these are two bullpens I still like. The big question is Lucas Urseg available for this game? Which was the closer for the Royals. He threw yesterday. And what does the bullpens look like for this one? Because I would like to take an under again. I would like to take unders in this spot. It looks like a pretty taxed bullpen for the Royals. Ursic threw 23, Bubik threw 20 yesterday, Sam Long threw 10. But I think they can get a decent amount out of Lugo because Lugo was one of the top pitchers in the American League for innings pitch-wise. So I think he can go out there and pitch well. And I imagine Lucas Ursic is probably fine because he didn't pitch. He's only pitched once in the last 5 days, and it was yesterday. I think this is a pretty rested bullpen for the Royals. I'm fine with the under here in this one. I want to take a look at the Orioles real quick, and then, I'll probably move on unders. Tim, your thoughts for this game?
Wow, I'm on the opposite side.
Really?
I took the over in this game, and I looked at it. Yes, I love Lugo, and Eflin's been somebody been backing for a while, but I just see this one as a game that is going to have some runs. You just saw these two teams go 1-0 yesterday, where the only run was like an RBI double or RBI single by Bobby Witt Jr., and that was it. I think you're going to see a little bit more out of Baltimore in this one. I am also going one last ride with the Orioles because it's probably going to end today. I'm probably going to end up losing my futures on them. It is what it is, but I'm on the over. I'm on the Orioles. I see this one as a higher scoring game, maybe even an Orioles team total over. I think this is the game they come to play. As I mentioned earlier, I see one series going 3 games. This one.
I was tempted on the Orioles as well because I do think we could see Eflin pitch well in this game, which is why I went with the unders here in this game. I'm getting under 4 first 5 at -125. I'm getting the full game under 7.5 at -120. That's where I'm moving on with this game. We're against each other, so be it. I'm going to go back to unders in this game because I'm looking for unders in playoffs. That's kind of the way I search for totals, is continuing to bet unders, and I think this is a good spot for it.
Oh, this is the only way to look. What up? What's up, Markel? Baltimore -144. They better not choke. I don't know where you get this info. 86% of public on Astros. Lots of money on Tigers, but not public.
Okay. I didn't say the public was on the Tigers. I said the sharp money is on the Tigers, 16% of the tickets and 82% of the cash on it, but they've spit on the sharp money and they moved it towards the Astros. So
okay. This is a shit series of the playoffs. 2 garbage teams that can't score runs. 2 frauds, Royals and Orioles. I'm not going to say 2 frauds. They made the playoffs. Obviously, they're good enough to make the playoffs. I guess in public betting Stros, Robert and I are riding together so far. Orioles can have a breakout. Confident over today. Yes. Another under in the Royals game. Parlay under in both of the first 2 games. I'm not going to do that. By the way, how dare you accuse 446 of using a hide name the other day? Hey, you can understand. I think the name of the account was OMG, the Mets choke again. So you can understand why I would think that. You're going back. You're going to look at the scoreboard in the 5th inning of this game, and it's going to say 0-0 with everyone yawning. Orioles and Royals are frauds. No, it means they have good pitching. If I watch the replay, I watch the replay. If I don't show up, I'm loyal to these guys for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Who else calls me a hider? Bailey, Markel, traders. They went 1-0 yesterday because they're garbage teams that can't score runs. Or Corbin Burns and Cole Reagans are 2 of the best pitchers in baseball. But you're not going to consider that. Okay. I thought you'd show up to bash the Mets. I figured so too, but I guess not. He will never tell us anything about him. We've tried to invite him onto the show. He wants nothing to do with any of that stuff. He doesn't want the smoke. Santander plus 550 home run is a good look. Why not? 446 tells it like it is with the Mets. He thinks he knows the Mets better than me, but Baltimore first 5. I think I'm passing. Baltimore Mets moneyline parlay. I like it. I'm taking the chat in regards to the public. Tigers. Gunnar Henderson needs to not go 0 for 3 today. I agree. Kansas City. Baltimore run line. Sorry, 4-4-6. Let's keep rolling, Nick, because I got about 17 minutes left.
Yeah, we have the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers now minus 117. This line's moved interestingly. It opened up at a 115, got all the way down to even money for the Brewers, and now up to a 117. So we've had a big move towards the Brewers, or we've had a 2-cent line movement towards the Brewers with a ton of buyback because the original line move was 15 cents towards the Mets. It's come all the way back. 50% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on Milwaukee. 89% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. With the line, I forgot to go over the total in this game. Line opened up at a 7.5 minus 120. It's now a 7.5 minus 115. Move towards the under here as well. So public on the over, line moving towards the under. Definitely makes the under kind of appealing in this game. I have moved on the Mets in this one. Sue me. Frankie Montas and Sean Manaea. Manaea, 3.32 ERA, 0.87 whip, 8.29 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 2.61 walks per nine, a 185 BABIP, a 406 FIP, and a 3.92 SIERA. On the other side, Frankie soft toss, Montas, 5.64 ERA, a 1.32 whip, 12.46 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 4.45 walks per nine, a 270 BABIP, a 5.41 FIP, and a 3.52 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Brewers. Very reluctantly, I'll go over bullpen usage in a second here. And then the hitting edge goes towards the Mets. 89 WRC plus, which is 18th, compared to 87, which is 18th against lefties for the Brewers. So the Brewers slightly worse against lefties than the Mets are against righties. The Brewers, yesterday, they yanked Peralta after 58 pitches. Granted, their bullpen was pretty fresh, and it's still kind of fresh here. Aaron Ashby threw 18 yesterday. Piams threw 14. Mears threw 12. And then they got Savali for 3 innings. So their bullpen actually is not taxed. And the Mets are getting some players back for this game because now with the day off, Edwin Diaz is available. Phil Maton's probably available. I think he is.
I don't think Diaz would be available today. I think he would be available for game 3.
I think he could be.
I mean, he could be because if they win today, then they don't have to play until Saturday. But
yeah, I was going to say if they win today, they have a few days off. And if you're Carlos Mendoza, it's the 9th inning, you're up a run or two. Who else are you going to other than Edwin Diaz in this spot?
Reed Garrett.
Reed Garrett's available
without blinking.
Ryan Stanek
Phil Maton
yesterday. He'll be available. Danny Young would be available. I think the only pitcher in the bullpen that wouldn't be is Buto. But I think you could still drop Buto out there. He threw 25 pitches. So
I think they limited him yesterday so that if they needed him, they could use him again today.
So I moved on to New York Mets. I see advantages almost everywhere at the Mets here in this spot. They're hitting better than the Brewers right now. They have a massive starting pitching advantage. I don't care who says anything. Sean Manaea is a better pitcher than Frankie Montas. And I think the only reason why this line is the way it is because the Brewers are at home. But this is very similar, and now they can obviously still come back and win the series. But this is why I wasn't confident in the Brewers' playoff chances against anybody. And I remember telling you this during the regular season when you were hyping up the Brewers. I said they're a regular season team.
I mean, I have a ticket for them to win the World Series, but I'm not overly concerned about it.
Yeah. This is a team that's lost 6 straight wild card games in 10 of their last 11 postseason games.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the history of they have to now. What the Brewers need to do is exactly what the Mets did against the Braves. They need to slay some demons here and get a playoff win. And that's one thing we didn't mention with the Orioles. They've lost 9 straight playoff games. The Orioles. So those are demons they got to slay. And I don't know if they do. I'm on the New York Mets. I got him at minus 109 last night. I wish I waited a little bit and gotten the plus money on them, but I'm on the New York Mets in this game.
I'm 100% with you. And when I looked at it, this is I feel like this series is over. Sean Manaea was the 3rd most profitable pitcher in baseball during the regular season. The other 2 ahead of him are not in the playoffs. Actually, number 2, sorry, because I took Trevor Williams out of that consideration because he missed a lot of time. The only guy ahead of him, Nick, Shodai Imagana. So just he was absolutely phenomenal this year. Exactly what the Mets needed. And I think after today, Mets, pack your bags, go home for a day or two, then head out to Philadelphia. I think the Mets finish out the series today. I was more worried about yesterday. I was very worried about yesterday. I'm not as worried today.
Fair. Back to the chat.
I'm going to try to run through it quickly. Alternative unders. I actually lean towards the over in this game, but we'll see. Fine, I forgive you, Markel. Mets sweep. I hope so. 4-4-6. This is your time to shine. Who are you taking? I know I'm going to be on the Brewers Island here. That's fine. Mets all day. It's Happy Shamania Day. Who do you think I'm taking? Considering that you're happy about it, probably the Mets because he goes because he's 8-1 his last 9 games. And the most profitable pitcher in baseball. What Mets player props are you betting today?
None. I don't bet player props.
I don't really bet player props. How about Mark Vientos?
How about JD Martinez? If he starts.
It should be Winker to start.
Yeah.
Because it's against Montas, which is a righty. Mets money line, run line. I like it. I'm on the Mets. I'm worried. The line shifted towards the Brewers this morning.
Yeah.
Irish King making fun of Bailey. Lock prop of the day. Yeah, absolute lock. Lindor no hits. 0-for-4 plus 185. That's it? Thought it would be more. I think my only bet today is on the Astros. I would lean Brew Crew, but that's it. Both teams will score 3 or more. Got to go over here. This is the lock of the day. Play the Mets soundboard. Hold on, I got it. If I could find it, hold on.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Only reason the Mets won is Churio dropped the ball. Are you gonna mention that he saved a home run too? That's not the point. Giving the Mets an extra out, they only hit one Brewer bullpen guy. Careful, boys. You gotta take away the fact that he robbed a home run earlier that inning, because that could have been a lot uglier of an inning then. Leaning under first 5, 2.5. Okay. JD won't even play. Probably not. Hey, bros, off topic, but hockey starts in 6 days. 6 days? Starts in 2 days. Starts in 2 days. What are you talking about? Sabres.
The real slate start in 6 days. Yes, we'll have a game there and a game here. For
Mania over K's. Sure. All right, Nick. Let's try to go through this game.
Yep, I've doubled up on this game. And let's get into it here. We have the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves opened up at a 113. It got all the way up to a 127. It's down to a 114. So we've had a 1 cent line movement here towards the San Diego Padres. Line opened up at a 7 at -105. It's now a 6.5 at -117. So move towards the under here as well. We have 75% of tickets and 67% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line's dropped. And we have 70% of the tickets and 61% of the cash on the Padres. And the line's moved a penny towards them. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Max Fried taking on Joe Musgrove. Max Fried with a 2.43 ERA, a 1.03 whip, 8.85 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.43 walks per 9, a 2.69 BABIP, a 3.19 FIP, and a 3.15 SIERA. On the flip side, Joe Musgrove, 2.51 ERA, 1.94 whip, 11.93 strikeouts per 9, which is 33%, 1.26 walks per 9, a 2.79 BABIP, a 2.85 FIP, and a 2.61 SIERA. The bullpens, I think the edge goes towards the Padres pretty significantly, but the Braves still have one of the better bullpens in baseball. They're just taxed a little bit, but they didn't use Jimenez last night. They didn't use Iglesias last night. They didn't use a lot of their top arms last night. The hitting edge goes towards Atlanta here, 105 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 70, which is 23rd in baseball for the San Diego Padres. If you're going to back the Braves in a game this series, it's this one. However, I'm on the unders. I'm on first 5 under 3.5. I'm on full game under 6.5 in this one here. And my main thought process behind this was, I think Musgrove goes out there and shoves, maybe check his ear. He might have some shiny stuff on his ear. But I think Musgrove comes out here and shoves against a Braves offense that I'm not very high on at all. And the way that the Padres hit left-handed pitching is pretty bad. And I think Max Fried, in potentially his last start as an Atlanta Brave, goes out here and gives them 6-7 solid innings of one-run baseball or shutout baseball. I think the Braves, if I had to take a side, it's Atlanta or nothing in this game. But I got the first 5 under 3.5 at -115. I got the full game under 6.5 at even money.
Well, Nick, we'll have one play on the site today. That'll be our Mets. I'm on the Padres to finish out the series today. The bullpen is still very, very taxed from the Braves, and San Diego is still pretty fresh. They didn't have to use that high of leverage arms, especially after going up 4-0 late in that game. Padres had that game from beginning to end. I'm going right back to another one of those spots where same reason why I bet Detroit, Baltimore, and the Mets today. I'm up on, well, I'm not up on the Baltimore, but I'm up on the other 3 series. If they lose and go to the last game, I will be back on the teams that I bet the first game. I'm going to be back on San Diego.
Different pitching matchups and stuff like that. You don't care about that?
Not really. I do, but I don't at the same time. The thing is, I feel like if a team is going to win a series, I could bet them every single game of that series and be profitable.
See, I can make that argument if maybe like hockey or basketball or stuff like that. I think baseball is a completely, totally different thing because there's a major thing that changes for every single
I agree,
game.
but at the same time, I feel like at the end of the day, if I think the Padres are going to win the series and I bet the Padres all 3 games and they win the series, I'm profitable.
Fair.
I'm not a zigzag theory person. So
fair. Yeah, the wild card rounds are different with zigzag theories and stuff like that. But yeah, I can get to that. Yeah.
But that's all the games for today. I'll quickly put my CapperTek in the chat so that you guys can follow that. Nick, you can do the same. I'm going to quickly run through the chat. How come no one mentioned the Brews just rocked Manaea and just saw him? That would actually make me want to back the Mets even more. Because he could probably be in for a good bounce back spot. Yes, can't wait for the start of the long, boring, regular NHL season. Okay. Padres money line sweep. I like it. After watching the Braves last night, I don't know how anybody could bet this team. That team is decimated by injuries.
I'm still shocked they made the playoffs, to be completely honest, the Braves, which probably means they win tonight. Yeah. Like, would it surprise us if we're coming back tomorrow and talking about Padres Braves game 3?
No, it wouldn't be. I'm taking the Padres still today. Hockey is the best sport in the world. I don't know. There's baseball. The only was Braves win is Fried. The only way that the Braves win is a Fried gem.
With the way the Padres are hitting lefties, wouldn't surprise me.
No. Football, then hockey. No offense, Rob. NHL is boring. I can't wait for the regular season. My Utah Coyotes going to the playoffs. Hey, I call them the Utah. That. You know what? Let's call them the Utah Coyotes this year, Nick.
That's how I'm going to type them in for when I type up games. It's going to be the Utah Coyotes.
I think Utah makes playoffs. I don't know about that. It's going to be a depressing no baseball every day until March. We got football, college football, NBA, NHL, college basketball starting soon. No, we got plenty of stuff, dude. Now, realistically, regarding they win or not, Braves suck. Real talk. I love hearing that. Padres sweep. Braves can't hit. Bring on the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers win that series. Baseball is a ripoff. No. There's my CapperTek. Go ahead, check it out. Navy -9.5. I'm on that with you. And I think I'm on the over as well. NHL, definitely not the best sport in the world. There's Nick's CapperTek. Machado home run. Good luck. Sure.
I would take caution with betting props in that Padres game. I think it's going to be a very low scoring game.
Your all unders was for the Royals game. I'm on the over today, but good luck. If you're going to take an under, if you're going to take something, go ahead, go for some plus money. Next year, the Braves will be loaded. Bet it now. I agree. Braves probably win.
I agree. I will be invested in Braves futures next year. I will have them over. I will have them over their wins, and I will have them to win the National League East.
Army, yes, that's the game I'm on. I'm on Army minus the points. I don't think I'm on Navy minus the points. NHL is the WNBA of hockey. Stop it. Summer is the worst time for sports. I disagree. I love baseball. Machado has a 111 versus Fried, but 1 home run. Golf is my favorite sport to play. That's sad.
That's brutal. Talk about boring.
That is all of the games for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. CapperTek in the chat or in the link in the description below. Obviously, for me today, Tigers, Orioles run line with the over, Mets, and Padres. We'll see you guys. I won't see you guys tomorrow. Nick, solo show tomorrow. Actually, solo show tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday. But I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.